Today is such a hot day, but that means it's a perfect day to use my solar oven. So I'm just setting this up. When you use a solar oven, you want it to always face the sun. Right now, the sun is right above us, so I just have to leave it like this. But sometimes throughout the day, as the sun moves, you have to reposition it. Let's say the sun was over there. I would have to angle my solar oven so it can face the sun. But right now it's right above us, so I can just have it flat down on the ground. All right, let's leave this here so it can heat up, and in the meantime, we'll prep our snack. I'm thinking some kale chips. Yeah, let's go. This is our kale garden bed. We have 3 different types of kale growing here. Curly kale, purple kale, and dinosaur kale. Today I'm going to use curly kale for our kale chips. So let's pick some. It's really simple. You just grab a leaf close to the stem and pull it downwards. I'll show you a close-up. Okay, if I want to take this leaf so I can eat it. Now I don't want to just pull it because that'll hurt the rest of the plant. You want to grab the leaf and get as close as you can to the stem as possible and pull downwards, like that. To make kale chips, these are the ingredients you're going to need. Kale, I'm using curly kale, but you can use dinosaur kale or purple kale. Olive oil. You can also use vegetable oil, but I chose olive oil because I like the taste it gives my kale chips. Nutritional yeast. And lastly, salt and pepper. Here are the instructions to making kale chips. Let's read step 1. Preheat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I already set my solar oven out in the sun, and it's preheating right now. Step 2. Wash and de-rib kale. De-ribbing the kale means to remove this stem. What I like to do is I hold on to it and pull the leaves off. Usually it comes out quite nicely. Now if you can, try to compost these. Step 3. Tear kale into small pieces. Step 4. Massage in oil. I'm just adding a capful of olive oil, and I'm going to give the kale a little massage. I'm going to make sure I get every single leaf coated with olive oil. Make sure you just massage that olive oil in there. Step 5. Add seasonings. Here I have some salt. Just gonna sprinkle it around. Pepper. And the secret ingredient, nutritional yeast. Now I'm going to mix it all together. I really like the nutritional yeast, so I'm going to add some more. Step 6. Bake for 8 to 12 minutes until crispy. Remember, each oven is a little bit different, so I would check on your kale chips at the 8-minute mark, and if they still aren't as crispy as you'd like them, then I would leave them in there for a few more minutes. Looks like our oven is at 315 degrees. Huh, that's not 350, so we might have to leave it in there for a little bit longer. Let's pop it open.
A few moments later.
I think our kale chips are ready. Let's open up our oven. I wish you guys could smell through the screen. These kale chips are nice and crispy. Hear the crunch? Lastly, step 7, enjoy. Those are some yummy and healthy kale chips. Well, I hope you enjoyed this recipe that I shared with you, and make sure to stick around for next week because I'm going to teach you how to make your own solar oven using pizza boxes. That's right, pizza boxes. I'll see you next week. Bye. So how does the solar oven work? Well, let me ask you a couple questions. Do you think these panels are going to be hot or cold? If you said hot, that's a good guess. But actually, the answer is cold. These panels actually reflect the sunlight and bounce it into the oven, so they don't get quite hot. What about the handle? What color is it? That's right, it's white. Do you think the handle is going to be hot or cold? If you guessed cold this time, you're right. The handle, they designed it the color white because white also reflects light, so it won't be as hot. And now, the inside of our oven. What color is the inside of our oven? Black. Do you think the inside is going to be hot or cold? If you said hot, then you are correct. That's because black absorbs heat. The opposite of white reflects it. So like the shirt that I'm wearing right now, it's a light color. It's going to keep me more cool because it's reflecting the sunlight. Versus my pants that are black are absorbing in the sunlight, and my legs are pretty hot right now. That's what's happening with our oven. Our panels are reflecting all the sunlight into the oven, and the black inside is absorbing the heat, creating a higher temperature. And then of course we have a cover that keeps the heat inside.